Hey guys, on this episode of Team Talk, I wanted to talk a little bit about the market. We get asked the question all the time, how is the market? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? And I wanted to just go through something that we like to use to find out months of inventory on the market and just to kind of gauge that. So it's called absorption rate. And what we do is we take an area or a price point in an area and we look at the total number of sales in the last 6 months or 12 months, and then we actually divide that by the number of months that we took. So if it's 6 months, we divide that by 6, 12 months, divide that by 12. We take active listings, and then we take how many active listings are, and then the divided amount of solds per month, and we divide that together. So like Seaford, for instance, the Seaford School District right now, the absorption rate is 5.17. The overall standard is if there's 6 months of inventory, so if the absorption rate is 6.6, then it is a standard market. It's in between a buyer's market and a seller's market. So right now in Seaford, we're seeing that inventory is a little bit low. So at 5.17, that's where that is. In Del Mar, the absorption rate is 4.05. So we're looking at 4 months of inventory, which is under 6 and still making that a seller's market. So we're seeing that trend most places. Georgetown's a little tick higher. It's at 6.9 is the absorption rate there. So as we move over to Lewis, we're really close to an even market at 5.9. Now with new construction over there and things that are not on the market for sale, as far as new construction communities, that skews a little bit. So it's hard for us to tell exactly how many new constructions are being sold and bought, because not all of them are going on the market for us to pull data. So, but you also can take a narrower approach and go to a community like Heritage Shores. Heritage Shores seems to struggle in the wintertime, in the winter months, because most of the retirees that move to Heritage Shores are in Florida and or just starting their search in the spring. So as the spring months change, some of this inventory is going to go away, but right now the absorption rate is 15 months in Heritage Shores. So there's 15 months of inventory versus what sells per month. If you look at Seaford back again, where our office is, if we break that down into 100 to 150,000 range, the absorption rate is 4.33, so it is a seller's market for sure. If you look at the 400 plus market, it's at 14.4. So there are not a lot of homes that are even listed above 400,000 right now in Seaford, but there are not that many that are selling per month. So a cool little way to look at the market and snapshot the market, but you can take snapshots of different areas, like I said, and price points. So as we can see pretty much across the board, it is a seller's market right now. Everything seems to be looking under 6 as your absorption rate. So there are some markets in the country that are at 1. Areas around Atlanta, there are 1 as an absorption rate. So I watched a video, and the lady, they were in their county, there was 308 houses that had sold in the last 6 months, and there's 308 active listings. So it's almost crazy that it was that close. But so they are struggling because they're getting 13, 15 offers on a property. We're seeing some of that. If it is priced correctly, we are getting a lot of showings and a lot of offers in some of these markets where inventory is low. So just wanted to give you an idea of things that we look at on a daily basis. So, here at the Griffin Higgins team, we meet once a week and discuss these things. So our agents are aware of how the market is, how offers should be submitted. We're trying to give you the best insight on what you do if you're a buyer submitting offers to get yourself the best chance of getting that property, especially if there's multiple offer situations. So we're seeing that more and more now, and we will gear up into the spring and we'll see more listings coming on. We're going on listing appointments all the time in the last couple weeks. So we're seeing things starting to speed up a little bit with inventory, and that'll even things out just a little bit, I think. But with interest rates creeping, people are proactive and they're trying to get into a house before the interest rates go up too much. So that's pretty much all I got for today, but tune in next week for another episode of Team Talk. Thanks.